So once I'm allowed back on the Snow White account, right? I can see, like, for whatever reason, being banned on TV for a week is gonna give me some traction when I come back, like some real traction for a minute. This was like a blessing in disguise. I can feel that. Once I get to like 30 to 50,000, right? I have a very baseline channel goal for like something that will be like, the channel's always gonna stay the same, but when it gets to that level, I'm gonna do a lot of promotion for artists in New York outside the NYC area, including Yonkers, like Yonkers, Newburgh, Buffalo, White Plains, New Rochelle, all the hood areas outside of Rochester, like all the shit outside of New York City, because they don't fuck with us. All the New Jersey hoods like Camden, Brick City, Patterson, Elizabeth, Orange, Newark, Trenton, Sewell, wherever the fuck in New Jersey, right? All those hoods. Jersey City, Atlantic City, I mean, that too. And then, Morristown. Take all the New Jersey hoods, all the upstate and whatever New York hoods that are not part of New York City, and then all the Connecticut hoods, and really make it a showcase only for that. You feel what I'm saying? And link up with other people who are like regionally endorsing records. I guess like one of the people I'm seeing for it, but like my subs gotta equal his more for it to really work. I think both of us need to get more subs than where we're at right now for it to really, really work. To a point where we can actually sort of compete with what NYC is doing, because NYC is falling off. So what we can do is we can overtake NYC if we do this in time. But I know it's gonna take multiple of me's essentially in New Jersey here and in various, like, it's probably gonna be on a city by city thing outside Connecticut, because New York's a lot bigger than Connecticut, so is New Jersey. New Jersey's not a lot bigger, but New York is. New Jersey's bigger. It's not like Connecticut, where like all the, like, you drive for 3 hours in any direction, you're out of the state. I think it's less than that even. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the hoods are like an hour and a half away from each other at the furthest. To get from Waterbury to like Bridgeport is like at most a 2 hour and a half drive. Like, to get from New Haven to Waterbury is like an hour drive. Like, to get to Hartford from here is like an hour drive. You feel me? Like, so all the hoods are within like basically an hour from another hood or closer. Like, all the big hoods. So like New Haven's an hour, I think, from Hartford, an hour from basically the Waterbury area. Or New Haven's like an hour and a half, 2 hours from the Waterbury area. Hartford's an hour from here. I think Hartford's an hour from New Haven. But then when you get to the littler hoods like New London and shit, it's a whole different topic. But basically, the other two states are not as easily maintained. Like, you can maintain, I've said this before, like Connecticut really as a city if you're just networked enough out here. And I know that just because I'm networked enough out here to where I see it. So like, I'm just be saying shit for no reason. But that's where I'd like this to go once we get to like at least 20,000 subs. Is I'd like to start doing this with other channels that also promote and endorse records, and because I also produce records and shit. And I'm really trying to have myself. I know as a rapper, I'm gonna leave an imprint, but I know that my main thing I'm supposed to be here for was gonna bring me the M's and like if I'm ever a household name, make me that is the Jade Prince type shit. The come here, young blood. No, not the parody. I'm talking about like being the Jay Prince of Connecticut. That's what's really supposed to put me on the map, and that's what's really gonna make the M's for me. So I figured we gotta get. I'm gonna get on this as soon as possible. Other people who know that I'm trying to get them to be part of this. Like I guess you could call it a coalition, an embargo, an agreement, an alliance. I think an alliance works because we're sort of like doing this as like fuck you, New York City, and like when New York City like they start declining and shit, whatever, because it's gonna happen soon. I can see it. Once this Bronx drill wave is over, it's gonna be stagnant out there, real stagnant. So, you already got the Breakfast Club years ago saying it's never gonna be the same. Like, they golden era is done. It's other people golden era now. If you notice, Detroit right now has been having a golden era when it comes to rap. Detroit never had no they had rappers, but they didn't have like a sound. They always had like in terms of beats, they had a sound. But now it's the point where there's like a Detroit sound of rapping. Like there was always different like types of rap in terms of vocals in Detroit. Like there was a Mac Nichols who had a very unique flow where it was slower. Like that was the thing too. A lot of the older shit was slower. This new sound is faster, but it's more like talking and conversationalized. And, I can see like that's going to still be going on, but something else. Like we all have sort of a similar sound between like the upstate New York, especially in Connecticut, and also some of the New Jersey shit. But like where it's just that grimy, muddy, like, you just feel like you running from the cops on the beat. Like the beat sounds like it's running from police. You feel what I'm saying? The beat sounds like it's busting back in a shootout. The beat sounds like doing prison time. Like we have some of the most like tense, like grimy beats. Like they're grimier than New York beats. And like with Connecticut, our thing has been with my homie Polo from 203, like I see him being on the same wave without me even saying to him. I've always thought of it like Connecticut to get our sound, like it needs to be what we've been doing, plus like the squelchy 808s, like the Detroit bass. You know what I'm saying? Connecticut is built like a like smaller Michigan, where it's like, Grand Rapids is the hood. Lansing has some tough areas. I don't know if I'd call Lansing the hood, but Grand Rapids, that's the hood. Detroit, the hood. Flint, the hood. It's like most of the major cities out there that are like, as far as like the worldwide shit is like, there's similar socioeconomic demographic. Once you get out of the politicians and out of the the part that they a lot of people like to think about falsely when they don't realize like what the crack era did to Connecticut and all that shit. It's just a grimy, like, this is a war zone y'all never even realized was there. Like, y'all didn't even realize how hood this was. That's how the sound's supposed to be. It ain't about jacking nothing from no Detroit motherfuckers and none of that, because in terms of flow, it's different. We have a very different flow than that. It's just not, I don't think anyone can jack the Detroit motherfuckers flow. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got some shit that sort of sound like it, but Connecticut's got its own sound. You feel me? It's sort of like if you combine Philly, Detroit, New York, Atlanta, almost like a darker, heavier Beethoven type sound. And like slower and faster. Like we like slow beats and fast beats. We don't like nothing in that 90 BPM shit. It's gotta be like, I like shit that's like 89 to 69 or 110 to 135 or higher. Depending. So it's like, I know with the type of sound we have coming out of Connecticut, just from seeing like what my boy Polo did, where like I didn't even tell him what the sound I felt we should have was, and that's the exact type of beat he picked for this shit, Enemies. You know what I'm saying? I'm endorsing that record. Keep it 100. Go check him out. Polo from 203 featuring OTF Ike. That's my homie right there. White boy is my homie. For real. Don't ask me how he's my homie. I'm not going to get into it. But he's my homie. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if OTF Ike is with OTF. I don't know if he's just someone from Waterbury or what. I don't know him. But I know. But the white boy Polo from 203, that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? That's almost like one of the only motherfuckers I can say is not a ripoff. That's one of the only put me like this. Me and him might be the only two motherfuckers I know that's like this. You know, I don't know if he native, but I'm pretty sure he part Hispanic. That's not ripoffs. Like we really about that shit. You know what I'm saying? So go check him out. Polo from 203, song called Enemies. I endorse that record. But like I said, once this banned on TV period of time for me is over, and I come back, once I get to some like tens of thousands of subs, that's gonna be the way. Promotional podcast, almost like a no jumper, but not trying to without the Adam 22 aspects. Strictly for like a promotional showcase and almost like a treaty between us and upstate New York and New Jersey, where we'll make sure that like you get exposure, you know, because the combined amounts of subscribers is to the point where like eventually it's going to be like, okay, maybe we won't individually have M's yet, but between like the 2, 3, 4, however many other DJ types get on board with this, we gonna have M's collectively. You feel what I'm saying? And then it'll be more fine-tuned to figure out when it happens. But like I said, this is something, once it gets to a certain point, this is not negotiable. You know what I'm saying? This is where, because like I said, the main focus of this channel is my music. I do the news to keep it updating till then. I do the the thoughts videos and whatnot to keep it posted while I'm in the lab. This week I'm gonna be in the lab a lot because I'm banned on TV. You can check me at the First 48 Studios location. You can check channel. You can check me at the MoneyGrams Entertainment channel. You can check me at the NFL Whiteboard channel. You can check me at the Matt Bundles channel. You can check me at the Ghettopedia channel. The main one I'll probably use is the First 48 Studios channel because that's the LLC. So I'm out this bitch, man. Like, your boy banned on TV right now, but we got big things that's coming. And I know God gonna bless me with the traction to make them shits happen way sooner than next year. I'm out this bitch.